Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently embroiled in this war that we have 50% won. We're going to come down over this way, and we were just heading over to their capital. Honestly, I think this war is reasonably over at this point. We do have this Liberty faction brewing up. I'm not too concerned about it though. I think we're going to allow that to fire and just do what it wants to do. Sounds good to me. So we're going to embark here and head over and hit their capital. Now these guys only retreated to here, which made me a little bit sad. We're already disembarked. Okay. I mean, if they're going to siege like over here, that's fine. I don't care about that. They can do that if they want. Oh, we just stack wiped somebody over here. Cool. I didn't even know that they had anybody there. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to finish up the siege. This is likely going to end the war. Not guaranteed. Yeah, we didn't get any particularly good prisoners there, sadly. That puts us at 87%. We see that they're sieging up over here. Okay. We're going to have to wait until we are no longer locked in here. We're going to have to split off siege forces. I was hoping not to have to do this, but off we go. We'll arrive there in 4 months. It's going to take a while. Honestly, I think we're better off to go this way. It might be slightly longer, but that's fine. And we're going to come siege down over this way with a siege commander. There we go. So let's wrap this up. I doubt that we're going to beat them in the siege curve. No, we're definitely not. So that's fine. We've got their capital under control right now. Yeah, they take that back, and we lose ticking war score because of that. That's reasonably expected. I was hoping we'd get enough from taking their capital. Sadly, it did not happen, so instead, we're just going to have to come around like so. We did finish up the siege here, and we're going to go siege Mesopotamia. Note that this is not the Mesopotamia that is, you know, down here in this Mesopotamia, nor is it the Mesopotamia in South America. This is Mesopotamia just in Turkey. Cool. So in we go. And we're going to fight these guys. Once again, it could end the war if their leader is in charge here. Yeah, he wasn't. We stack wiped that though, which is surprising. And we'll just come over here and slow siege this. Honestly, that shouldn't take very long to slow siege. Yeah, 3 months. That's not bad. We may have the war won by then, but we'll see. Go here? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, actually, this is going to end first. So this will end the war. Cool. That'll be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. We don't care about this spear. Cool. So war is over, and at this point we will enforce our demands and disband our troops. We will, of course, have to hand these titles out. And apparently, we no longer have our faction brewing here. Oh, they're just too weak. Interesting. Just barely. I was actually planning on fighting them, so that makes me a little bit sad. Let's go ahead and grab this duchy. And we're going to give that to this lady. Perfect. So there's that done. And should we move you? Well, we could move you over to Wales, I suppose. That's something we can do. Well, my plan was to fight rebels next. I wonder if we can incite this. Unfortunately, that's pretty heavy tyranny. Yeah, that's really heavy tyranny. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we'll just chill for the moment. I would love to come down over this way and go to Al-Andalus. I would really like to fight this guy, and now we can actually get away with this. This is an okay duchy. All of this is available for us to take. This is going to be a big war. Like, a really big war. It's very likely that he will bring in holy orders and mercenaries, and we might have to do the same. But let's do it. Okay. We accept all of these ransoms. It's also very likely that because our troop count will drop precipitously here, that we are going to end up having these factions, or at least 1 or 2 factions, fire. We'll see. So we're going to not greedily raise. We're going to raise over here, where it will definitely take them... They'll have some problems getting here, and we're going to raise all of our troops. Cool. So enemy allies do join the war. We fully expected this. Yeah, they definitely brought in mercs. Actually, it's a holy order. Okay. We're going to need to bring in mercs of our own. We don't have a holy order that we can do, but we can definitely bring in a few units of mercenaries, and these are reasonably cheap for our current finances. We'll hire this one, and this one. Cool. So all of these troops will be gathered here soon. We're mostly just waiting on our men-at-arms. And there they are. So is this enough? That's 46,000. I think we continue to wait. We have access to 62,000 here. Okay. We'll call that good. From here, we're going to move up. And of course, our supplies are going to be real grim with this mini troops. We are going to split off our mangonels. And we're going to have some of these levy troops go with them. I want these to be, I think, the mercenary levies. And we'll send these guys as well. So, this force will become our siege force. They'll come in siege here. We're going to move northward. And the question is, where are their forces? Well, we don't know currently. So we're going to move back here, and I'm going to split this force in half here, because supplies are a concern. Okay. For the moment, we want to stay nearby here, and we'll split this force. Okay, and then no eyes on them yet. Cool. 14,327 is actually okay here. Ah, there they are. Cool. So we're going to group back together here. We now see them. Cool. Apparently we are gout-ridden. We'll do a safe treatment. Excellent work. And we're definitely going to have their army come in here soon. The siege will finish shortly, and the crossing would be here. We know that they were just over here. Yeah, they're right there. They just embarked. Hang on. They just embarked. Do we want to take these 3,000 casualties? That's the question. Let's see where they come here after their embarkation. Okay, so we take that over. We're going to walk up to here, and we're going to have very limited warning right now. Okay, they're re-embarking. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. They're locked in here. We're going to come try to fight them. Our son died. Okay. We're going to try to fight them here. And this is going to be in Drylands. Enemy fatal casualties, sure. Would we be better off having this guy lead? He'd have a higher commander advantage. That wouldn't really help us that much, because his traits aren't very good here. Faith hostility might be good. We'll give that a go. And we're going to make our way down over this way. We're going to catch a huge chunk of their force. But we're winning this, and notably, these guys aren't moving in. We're barely winning this fight. If they moved in, we would lose. But at this point, they're too late. This is bizarre. I don't know why they've chosen to do this, but sure. So that was huge. That was just ridiculously huge. So the danger at this point is that these guys retreat like here and then come attack this force while we're fighting over here. Now, a big chunk of them are right here. I love it. Now, they're in hills, but that's okay. I think we're just fine here. I'm going to retreat these guys from here until we know where these are going. So we're going to walk away. We're currently at 34% war score here. Okay, yeah, we were right to walk away then. And we're deeply unsurprised that this dangerous faction is brewing up here. Okay. So these guys aren't moving. We're going to move up over here and group in. Yeah, they don't like this. Both of these armies are going to move up towards here. We're probably not going to catch anybody unless they let us. No, we don't. But that's okay. We didn't need to. I'm just thinking here. These guys are locked in here. Yeah. If we had caught them here, it would be great. Sadly, we do not. We do, however, catch some of them here. This is in farmlands, and they have a pretty sizable army right here. The question is, how long does it take them to get there? The answer is not very. We're probably going to actually end up losing this, I think. I think that this is actually correct here. But we'll find out. Yes, we are losing that. So we're going to withdraw here. Okay, that's not bad. Not a bad retreat. I'm not surprised that we ended up losing that. We're going to grab planned cultivation here, I guess. Sure. And from here, I'm actually going to hire a couple more units of mercs. Let's hire these guys and these guys. Cool. This is fine. What's less fine is 4 months and 8 months. This war is not going to be over by then. So this is a Catholic populist faction. That's not that scary. This is a Liberty faction, which actually isn't all that scary either, but I would be interested in potentially getting an alliance with this guy if we could. Yeah, we kind of can't. What about this fine gentleman? This guy we could. Done. Okay. So we arrive here. We're going to group this together, and we're going to walk up and give battle again. Now that we have those additional troops, and we're not fighting up here, we should be fine. Actually, I'd like to fight these guys here. Because we get the defensive bonus here. Cool. It was a close thing. I expected it to be less close than this, but it was definitely close. I don't want to be doing this with them selected. I don't want to accidentally retreat here. That would be bad. We've seen that happen before. Let's not do that here. Okay. We're currently fighting a hostile army. That's not particularly scary. I'm going to walk up over here. And I'd love to siege this down. Okay. So what else do we have going on here? We have the Norse Catholic populists. And this Liberty faction can send their demand at any time right now. That's reasonably fine-ish. But I really don't want them to. I really, really don't want them to. Can we do anything about Sicily here? I'm sorry, what? Your grandson and great-grandson? What? That's confusing. That's very... I'm not going to ask any further questions. Okay, so we're going to ignore that. And what other options do we have here? Well, we have grandchildren. This doesn't help. We can toss some gold in here. So we'll toss gold at basically everyone who has a reasonably positive opinion of us. Something kind of like this. Now, they could still send it at any time. I should have dealt with this a little earlier, for sure. But we'll see if anybody leaves over all this gold being thrown around. Cool. So they're too weak now, and we just need a month tick for them to not be able to send it. Now, to be clear, they can still send it right now. We'll see if that ends up happening. And then we've got the Norse Catholic populace that we can't do anything about right now, but that's fine. Okay. Really? They're disembarking here. That's interesting. Not a move I would make, but sure. We're going to take advantage of this, and we're going to pop our levies over this way. This is a little tedious, no doubt about that. But I want about 5k here for siege. 4,700 is good. We're going to take these guys over and fight here. They're locked into this. And they're recently disembarked. At this time, we're going to walk up and start sieging their capital. And this is going to go very poorly for these guys. They're going to bring in reinforcements. It doesn't matter. We don't care. We win that. Next, I'm going to let these guys lock in here. And we're going to walk up here and fight them here. Cool. Then we're going to head up this way and start a slow siege up here. I want to check in real quick on that Liberty faction. Yes. Too weak to send an ultimatum. Beautiful. Now, the Norse Catholic populace, they're whatever. I'm not too concerned about them at all. So we're at 65% here. 20 months, that's not even worth doing. We're going to walk back over here. Never mind. We're going to turn right on around and come fight here. We got there just in time, but do we have the troops? The answer is no, we don't. Okay. So we will retreat in good order. And that's fine. There's so many hostile armies down here, but they should fight each other a little bit anyway. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to group these together. We're going to resupply. That is something that we need to do. So we'll split these up, and then split them. They'll have it in depth. Okay. We'll split it again and come up over here, and split these guys and come down over this way. So we now need to think about what's going on up here. We need a new chancellor, and that will be you. This is almost their entire army here. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to raise all here, and we're also going to hire in a few more mercenaries. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe even a couple more, actually. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. So when are these guys going to be done raising? Soon enough. Actually, we win this with them just walking in here. Hilarious. No, we don't. Never mind. The game said that we won it. Okay, we'll be dead within a year. And we're going to retreat down over here. Now, they're not going to reinforce. So where are we actually retreating to? We're retreating to here. Sure. We're going to raise everything we've got there. And how are things looking over this way? So they're sieging over here. We are reinforcing. Replenishing our troops a little bit. Okay. We'll arrive down here shortly. Okay, close enough. Sure, showing the Jarl. Come on. There we go. Move on in. Yep, this is fine. And at this point, we are going to, I think, put, say, this guy in charge. Now, I'm not sure if we'll actually win that or not. We'll see. We don't necessarily have to, though. So I'm going to group these guys back together. We have 30,000 here. That's all plains. There's hills right here. Let's see what they do. They are not responding here, so they think that they have this if we go in. It'll be a while before these guys arrive. They do have a numbers advantage currently. So maybe we should let them be for the time being. We do want to extend these contracts. Okay. And I'm going to come in and hit this force. Just so that they can't reinforce. Well, they do eventually. But we actually are going to win that. So that's beautiful. That's very, very good. Okay. So what do we want to do about this situation? They definitely got a huge holy order there. Absolutely enormous. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to force it. We're going to hire even more mercenaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in we go. Yeah, they don't like this now. Cool. So they lose this battle, obviously. Now, as far as this up here goes, we are currently winning this battle. And we will win it. Cool. So that put us at 50% war score here. I want to come up over this way and continue to siege here. Now we're at 48% war score up here. Where is this guy's remaining troops? Oh, over there. Okay. Well, we'll have to embark and head on over. We'll arrive there in 5 months. That's fine. Okay. I kind of feel done with this war. Like, okay, here's the thing. We're going to split off our mangonels here, and we'll just have our siege force. 1, 2, and where's the third? There's so many units here. Okay. We will split off some units of levies. There's so many of them. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to bring these guys up over this direction. I want to start stack wiping some of this. Sure. But you had bad timing. That was really bad timing. Nah, we're going to come back. Okay. Over here? That's fine. Oh, we don't have a siege leader here. That would help. I'd love to walk up over here. This is dangerous. And that's why. So we're going to park here. We're going to have both of these units right here for the time being. Okay. Locking them in. And then we're going to fight them right here. Yes, we're going to take heavy attrition. We don't catch them there. The game lied to us. Sad. We took attrition, and the game lied to us. Oof. Okay, we're going to walk down over here, and hopefully we actually catch them here. Yes, we do. So they're going to fight our siege force here. And actually, our siege force is winning this. Hilariously. Now they're going to reinforce over here. And our siege force is definitely going to start to lose. Okay. Sure, we'll visit the royal court, but we're really busy right now. So we're going to enforce our demands here. These guys have to retreat. So they're out of that. We win this fight, though, and then these guys can come in here. Beautiful. Oh, we only retreated to here? That's amazing. I don't know why we retreated there, but sure. It would have been bad if we didn't have this force ready to go. But there we go. Okay, I'm just going to group everybody together for the time being. And we're potentially even going to assault this fort. I think I'll wait on that. And we died. That's not shocking. We knew that that was coming. Okay. So, we need counselors here. So we need a steward. It'll be this guy. We need a marshal. Badly. It'll be this guy. We need a spy master. This lady. Yes. And we don't have a spouse currently. We're at 12 of 9. We certainly need someone with high stewardship. This guy would actually work. I mean, he's kind of old, but he would work. Cool. Okay, so we're currently above our domain limit. We're going to go for stewardship domain focus just to bump up our domain as well. And we'll go on to manage domain. Cool. We just got there. And these factions are going to be probably pretty tough to deal with for the moment. We need to get out of this war. That is a top priority at this moment. We knew it would become a difficult war, but with the Peasant Rebellion plus dying in the middle of it, that's going to be really awkward. So they're locked in here, and we're going to come fight them. There we go. Sadly, we are only at 90% war score right now. Did we just get ticking? No, we didn't. Then I'm confused. Okay, what do we got going on here? This Independence faction is too weak. It's mostly a Liberty faction. These guys again. Okay, we're going to go through everyone here and see if for any of them we can get away with just negotiating an alliance. That might be a possibility. Okay, let's just check through all of these. Nope, nothing so far. And we're starting to get into the fairly weak ones. But there's a lot of them. There's no doubt about that. And we're going to do something about it. Most of them have an okay opinion of us. So we can take advantage of that, for sure. Now, we could just accept the Liberty demands. That is an option. Not sure it's a great option, but it is an option. Okay. So we're going to siege up here, and that's fine for the time being. I would like to start, not gift artifacts. I'd like to start sending gifts to some of these guys up here. Now, a lot of them are not going to be particularly powerful, right? There's a lot of weak vassals here in this faction. But that's okay. We can get a lot of these to have some decent opinion. Something like that. Some of them might leave that faction. Okay, when would this siege finish? In 6 months? Commanded by ruler down here. Okay. This is risky again, but mangonels. Man, this is going to be tedious. Mangonels and mangonels. And then some levies. So tedious. Cool. Man, this is going to be a lot. Sure. We'll call that good. And then these guys are going to head down there. They'll arrive there in 43 days. Now, we do need to continue to work on managing this situation. We already sent a gift to some of these. Okay. These are probably going to end up firing. Now, we can probably handle them. Okay. So we're going to hit them here. And we're hoping that this gives us what we need. We are capped on battle war score. And we didn't capture anybody. Sad. These guys can send their ultimatum at any time. We're now just hoping that they choose not to for a while. Okay. And there they are. Okay, so I think we just accept their demands, honestly. At this point, I think that's the way to go. all that does is drop us down to high crown authority, and we can't bump this up until our prestige comes up. Sure. I don't really care about that. So we're going to walk up this way, and let's wrap up this fight. If we can... Oh, we just got a breach here. We're going to walk up here. We're going to end this now. This ends now. We're going to assault this fort. Yes, it's going to cause a lot of casualties, but it's only 4 days. This is the end. War is over. Finally. That was a tough one. We knew it would be, and that's the hardest that's ever going to be. So that's good. That's really, really good. We're going to mass ransom all of our imprisoned people. And that's mostly just to drive up our prestige. But it is well past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to recover a bit from that war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Kentuin, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.